Hey guys, I'm Morthadon and we are back for Shield Hero episode 22. Alrighty, so we are coming up to sort of the end here. I think we have about 3 or 4 more episodes, which we also have the poll going to replace this show and everything, so make sure you guys go and check that out. I forgot to mention that in my Boruto videos yesterday about the poll, but I'll try to remember to put the link in the description of these videos, so make sure you guys go check it out. There's actually 2 polls going, one replacing my hero as well, so make sure you guys are checking that out. But as for the last episode of Shield Hero, we had kind of it felt like an ending, mainly because, it was the ending of an arc. It was just weird for the arc to end like 3 or 4 episodes before the show ends. But, I mean, it's approved for more seasons and stuff like that, so it's not a big deal. But we came to the conclusion of our 2 antagonists to the main character, who are now known as Trash and Bitch, with the adventure name Slut as well thrown in there. So that was a very funny moment, very cathartic for us who have dealt with, bitches shit this whole time, and so that came to an end. All our heroes are on the same page, so hopefully there won't be too much more conflict between them, other than, like, I'm sure they're still gonna take jabs at each other maybe while they fight, but I'm hoping the main antagonist from here on out is gonna be the Waves, learning more about what those entail, maybe seeing Glass again before the end of the season, possibly, and just, like, world building and stuff like that, kind of understanding this world, why the Waves are here, why there's sentient beings inside of them. Do they come from, another dimension where there's a bunch of sentient beings, or, I don't know, like, I don't know what it could be. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing what all that's about. So let's get into this episode and see if we get any of that, or maybe preparations for the next wave or whatnot. Alright, so let's do it. Alrighty guys, so this is actually the first Shield Hero episode since I've made the change to timer-based videos, so you guys are gonna need... The ones prior to this that have come out are just ones I had set up for early access and Patreon benefits and stuff, so I wasn't aware that this was going to be public on YouTube at the time. But now I'm aware, so I'm letting you guys know how this works. There's going to be a timer in the bottom corner, and you guys can sync your own footage with my timer if you don't know how this works already. Unfortunately, you're going to need your own footage to watch it, but you're going to be able to watch the entire episode with me. This is a new format I'm going with due to a lot of copyright issues I've had in the last week, so this is just how I'm going to be doing things from now on. So, guys, go ahead and get your footage ready, because we are going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. A carriage. Alright. Wake up now for me. Ah. Ah. Nice. The 4 Heroes Church. Ah, yes. Class upgrades. I wonder how much stronger they're gonna become in comparison to, like, the last time they fought Glass, if they fight her again. Nice. Finally. Watch, like, something interrupt. Alright, so we're getting Raftalia and Philo first. Oh. They get to pick, like, what class they're gonna be. Interesting. Alright, so I'm still not watching this opening, but don't worry, guys. The timer is still rolling. The timer is still accurate. I'm just minimizing it so I can't see it, but the episode is still rolling. It doesn't mess with with your syncage at all. So yeah. Do do do. I was gonna record 2 episodes tonight, just because I have a busy week next week, but I ended up I ended up taking a nap, and I was stupid because I had to do laundry before I shower. So I had clean clothes for when I showered because I ran out of clean clothes, but I procrastinated all the way up until my nap to put them in the wash, and then I took my nap, woke up, put them in the dryer, and I slept a little longer than I wanted to. And then by the time they finished drying, and then I got distracted by a few other things, and now it's friggin' like 3 a.m. by the time I showered and got into recording this. So I think after this one episode, I'm probably gonna call it for tonight. But I'll just have to find the time to record next week because I have more recording I gotta do tomorrow, and then Friday is when my busy stuff starts. So anyway, opening is done. All right, so we are back with the Queen, my favorite character. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, they got more HP and MP. Nice. Aww. What? They didn't get to become what they wanted to be? Shima's Vittoria? She wants to know more about it. Oh, a tyrant. There's tyrants in this world and they're that big? I don't even know what a tyrant would be. There's like many definitions of a tyrant in shows and like lore and stuff. Oh god. Oh god. That's a side of the Queen I never thought I'd see. Pardon me. So what class did they become? It's true, he wouldn't have. Oh. An excuse for what? Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I hope it's lore about the waves. I want it to be lore about the waves, please. Yeah, he got the option to let them choose freely, but I guess he said to allow them, and then it just didn't happen. Just didn't go through. So what classes did they become? Oh, I want to know. I guess we're probably not going to know until they get into the next fight and they use, like, some new abilities or something, maybe. Yeah, if Raftali is all worried about what Naofumi said about when he's gone. Oh, I'm so goddamn hungry. Oh, was that bitch? Is she up to something? God damn it. I want food! Who's this? Oh no. Jeez. He's drunk, so he might not be like saying what he wants to say, but oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Got her. Man, she just doesn't give up, does she? Hmm. All that again. Alright, so is this where they're truly gonna, like... Okay. What is that? Activate. A bonus field. What? XP gain area is boosted. Oh. It's because everyone was against him, so no one would tell him about it, I'm sure. But interesting. It looks like an excuse for a beach episode right now, but we'll see. Bitch. I love how she called her that. God damn it! Kitamura, why? I don't understand Kitamura at all. Is he really just that friggin' stupid? It's actually, like, pissing me off. Alright. Okay. Makes sense. Hmm. Alright, so they're keeping the other heroes being slightly antagonistic, just not as bad as before. Yeah. Hmm. That cheat shield. They're talking about the curse shield, aren't they? It's just chaos out here. I didn't realize he was being held down. Calmly dispose of this trash. I'm sure that's gonna cause, like, a lot of strife. The Curse series. Hmm. Alright. Okay. Damn. Okay. Yeah, instead of freaking mocking him, just. Oh, jeez. God, freaking cocky kid. Yeah, makes sense. Oh. So all three of them disagree on this point. Interesting. Hmm. The help screen. Man, so this really is, like, more like a game than I thought, I guess? Well, I guess he's not being held down anymore. Oh my god. They are just incapable of working together. So much chaos! Oh jeez. They both had a hard night. Yeah, where is Philo? Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting. Weapon copy skill unlocked? Is that what it just said? So did he just have to hear about it to learn it? Wait, what? Why did he suddenly get it? Huh. Alright. What is she gonna say? Yeah. Bye bye. We're off to go level. Ah. Restore the kingdom to the way it's supposed to be. He's gonna copy it. I kinda hope he still pays for it. I kinda feel bad for the shop owner if he just takes it. Yep. Yeah, exactly. That's just a crime. Stop, that was expensive. Oh no, this poor guy. Oh no. Oh, well, he's got so many shields. Okay. Put it on your tab. Alright. That was a fun exchange. So leader shield +6. Huh. Interesting. Oh, is this the town where she grew up? Aww. Damn. Oh, that guy again. And the other kid, demi-human. I saw the kid demi-human behind Raftalia, but I didn't say anything at first, but yeah. Yeah. So is that what they're doing here? Trying to restore the village? Oh. Damn. Oh, who's this? He looks like an important character design. Lark. Lark. I'll just call him Lark. Who is that? They look like some sort of like high-level adventurers. I'm sure we're gonna run into them at the archipelago. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's been upset about that. I wonder what is gonna happen, like, in the end for these. Does that mean he's gonna try to stay? If he has the opportunity to go back home? Until these two find happiness, okay. I think happiness is with him, so that's gonna be a problem. At least I'm not a nag. Oh, jeez. Uh, they're fighting like sisters. The ship. All right. And oh, that's the end. Okay. Oh man, that was a good one. There was a few things that still like bothered me a little bit, but that's fine. Majority of the episode I really did enjoy, so. Oh man. I got a few things to talk about too regarding the like how Naofumi acquired the copy ability. I'm so like I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. Uh Excuse me. Clear my throat. Alright, sometimes there's stuff after these. Oh, there actually is! Holy crap! First person view. Oh no. Oh no, who are they gonna be with? It's either gonna be Lark? Yeah, this is Lark, isn't it? Okay. Oh, look at that guy. He looks badass. Cool. I was worried there at the end. but yeah, guys, that's the end of 22. That was like I said, that was a good one. I enjoyed it. So, I guess starting from the beginning, I don't understand how Kitamura is so stupid. Like, I mentioned it during the episode, but it bothers me so much when a character, like, can't look at logic, right? Like, I understand there's some people that are very, like, passionate and they get blinded by, like, love or what they thought someone would be like, but I've just never been like that. I've always been the kind of person where if you lay out a bunch of facts in front of me, where she was even, even in like real life is sometimes hard because you never know when someone could be lying or not. But in this case, they had a curse mark, and even he put one on to show that, you know, that she's been lying this whole time. She lies about literally everything. She's done all these terrible things. Yet when they mentioned right here in this episode that she was trying to poison a pie that I think they said was for Naofumi, he was like, "No, she wouldn't do that." Like, are you kidding me, dude? Like, how can you be so blinded by? It bothers me so damn much. And I guess just to get the other part of this episode that bothered me, I really hoped that with the last arc we would see a change in the heroes as well. We'd leave their like arrogance and stupidity behind, and we'd all just, get along, work together, and fight off the waves. But it seems like the antagonists of bitch and trash are gone, but the heroes are still going to be a little bit antagonistic to each other, just based off, their own egos, their own wanting to be right, and stuff like that, without, like, truly listening to each other and working through situations. So that's going to be another hurdle for these characters to overcome, but that was I kind of hoped that like all was good and it was more about leveling up, fighting the waves, stuff like that, but it's fine. It wasn't that vital to like the feeling, of the pace, like what's the word I'm trying to say. It's like the way the show feels now, ever since the last episode happened. It feels very like good and refreshing and stuff like that. And the Kitamura stuff and the other heroes fighting with each other didn't take that away from me. I still like I'm still glad the whole, even though we did have, I guess we did have a little bit of bitch trying to do some poison shenanigans, so she's not entirely gone, which kind of like disappoints me too. Like, I wish she would have just like learned her lesson and went and tried to make the best of the life that she's been spared, you know? Like, now for me, even let her live. Like, she could have been dead right now. She was begging for her life, and now she still acts like this. Like, what a horrible person. But people, people are shits, you know? But anyway. I guess I want to talk about this, even though it might not be in the exact order of events. But Naofumi managed to learn the copy item ability after hearing about it from the other heroes, and that makes me wonder if just hearing about a feature in this world or an aspect of this world can make you pick up on it and learn it, because that's what it seemed to happen, right? Like, Naofumi learned about it, he looked for it in his menus and stuff like that, and said it wasn't there. Unless I misunderstood something, he said it wasn't there. And then suddenly he, like, looked deeper, thought about it more, and all of a sudden it appeared, right? He, like, new skill unlocked. Why did it just unlock for him if these other characters already had it and stuff? And now Naofumi talked about, like, maybe some of the upgrade stuff they mentioned that they were arguing about were unique to each of their weapons. Like let's say the Kitamura was mentioning that, I think he was saying like refinement or something like that. I can't remember the exact word. Is what makes his weapon stronger. Maybe refinement makes spears stronger, whereas the rarity is what's better for bows. And then whatever Ren was arguing about as well, his feature was better for his. You know, maybe that's what Naofumi was talking about in that situation. But it like, and then we saw Naofumi on the cart later on, like towards the end of the episode, upgrade one of his shields to +6. Then we saw the grade go up to SR. It seems like he did all three of the things that the other heroes did. Is that because he heard about them, was open to learning, like maybe, you know, because the other heroes rejected it so much, they didn't unlock that ability that Naofumi just did. But since Naofumi is more open and more trying to learn about this world, he suddenly unlocked the ability to do all three things that each hero was saying was like the better thing. Or can they do all three? They just think one of them is better than the other, right? I don't know. Like, it's so interesting. It feels, the thing is I know there's a lot more to the story, obviously, with 2 more seasons being confirmed, I believe, and stuff like that. I don't know if, like, it feels so late in the game to be learning about this stuff, but at the same time, if there's 2 more seasons coming, I feel like we're just getting started, you know? But they also mentioned, like, I obviously know they've had a HUD, which is very video game-like. I didn't realize there was a help screen. For some reason, having a help screen seems so much more weird than having a HUD, right? Like, for some reason I can accept a HUD, but a help screen just makes me really feel like they are, like, maybe actually in a game somehow, you know? Or there's something more to this world, right? Like, it's so strange that a help screen exists, you know? I just imagine, like, a list of, like, little tutorials on, like, you know, how their stuff works. And, I mean, obviously, it could just be an aspect of this world. This could really be, you know, some, you know, alternate dimension they got sucked into. But what if there's, like, what if there's some, like, crazy twist to all this? In the end, we find out that, like, Naofumi really, like, is just a NEET that is sitting in his room with a VR headset on or something, and, like, a feeding tube, and is, you know, living in this world because he signed up for some sleep study that allowed, you know, him to get paid in order to try this. And as soon as he put the headset on, he was forced to, like, forget, signing up for the study or something, and he signed a waiver before all this, and I don't know. Like, I'm just going on a tangent about something that's completely, like, if that actually happened, I would just flip shit. But I feel like there might be something crazy in the end that isn't just like, I got portaled into this world, just based off that help screen. I don't know why. Maybe I'm looking too deep into it. Maybe that's way more deep than this show will ever go, but I don't know. I'm like super curious about that now, just because the help screen seems like such a video game thing, whereas for some reason I can accept a HUD a little bit more than, even though the help screen is on the HUD, it's, I don't know. I guess for those of you that don't know video game logic, when I say HUD, I mean heads up display. That's what HUD stands for, HUD. And it's basically all the menus that Now For Me navigates through. But we also learned that you can have a point where you've been that you can teleport to. I'm assuming you can bring your party as well, which means Now For Me, all that time that he was doing the carting and moving around was just like a waste of time. And same with like the crafting. I think I missed a little line there, but it sounded like there was a way to like auto craft stuff, whereas Now For Me's been doing it by hand, which means like all these things, if he would have known, would have made starting out so much easier, because he would have been able to make, craft exponentially more stuff. If he's been doing it by hand, maybe it takes, all day to make, 10 potions that he sells or something, whereas the auto crafting could have made like 1,000 in a day, and he could have made so much more, stuff like that. But and maybe like the copying weapons and stuff like that would have made it so he wouldn't have to pay for all his equipment. He could have just touched it and copied it. So it's crazy how much he just learned in this episode about this world. But yeah, I don't know. I'm super excited for what's to come, although based off just the atmosphere of what it looked like to be this archipelago they're going to, I'm wondering if, on top of it being a place to grind XP, if they're gonna do like beach episode stuff too, right? Because we had them in Hot Springs once, right? I don't think we've had a beach episode, which is like a token anime thing to do, right? So I'm curious to see if that's what it's going to be, because it looked like a very tropical place. It looked like there was beaches and stuff like that. It seems like we might get some, maybe even just half an episode. Maybe they'll be like fighting, like in their bathing suits and fighting, and then going back to like the beach stuff, and switching off, or maybe like half an episode will just be beach stuff. But I'm wondering if we are going to get beach stuff, which can be fun. So, I'm not totally against it, even though I, sitting here saying it's a trope in anime and stuff, but it doesn't bother me that they do it, so, seeing these characters just have fun could be nice after all, like, the struggling they've been through, but, I felt like the whole hatred of demi-humans and Raphtalia, I guess, being there, that guy saying, like, being drunk, saying it made his wine taste bad and stuff like that, of her being there, wasn't really necessary. I guess it was just to give them a struggle while Now For Me was struggling, so it wasn't like they were just enjoying a good time while Now For Me was, dealing with all that crap in that side room. But we didn't really get to see much of the fight. It really skipped around, so like it wasn't there to give us a fight. It was more there to frustrate us, which I felt like they just wanted to give us like this frustrating, chaotic feeling for both the characters at the same time, and just flash between both their corresponding situations and stuff like that. But I felt like it didn't serve as much of a purpose as Now For Me's encounter did, because Now For Me's encounter taught us that the other heroes still aren't, everything isn't just hunky-dory now that the whole bitch and trash situation is taken care of. There's still some development for these characters to have. But Raphtalia's just seem like this guy's just a drunk asshole, and I don't know, and they were also at such a party for with royalty and stuff like that. I can't believe that they acted in that manner where everybody, not even just Raphtalia, it wasn't just Raphtalia and this drunk guy fighting with a circle of these nobles watching. Everybody was just freaking out. People running around. That one girl got hit by a pie. It was crazy. I wonder if Miney or Bitch did something to cause that to happen in order for a distraction for her to poison the pie. Even though, since we didn't hear about it this episode, I highly doubt it was her. I think she was just doing her own side thing. She saw an opportunity and took it. I think there's just still a lot of racism against demi-humans, regardless of what the Queen said, and regardless about everything these people learned. It's not easy to vanquish people's hatred. When you've been hating on these people hating on demi-humans for all their lives. It's not like the Queen saying we're going to be better to demi-humans or anything is going to change any opinions of people like that. People are stubborn, and I'm sure maybe some people changed and a lot of people didn't, I'm sure. So it's kind of just showing us that Raphtalia still has some struggling to go through in her life, just being a demi-human in general with that racism and everything going on. So the class upgrades was an interesting aspect of this episode. I'm not sure what exactly happened. They said the cowlick that Philo has is why she got her class picked for her. They're claiming some items. I wonder if we're just supposed to take that as face value. What item does Raphtalia have that caused her class to be picked for her, I wonder? The only thing I can really think of that she has that's special is the bracelet Naofumi made. But I don't know why Naofumi's bracelet would force her to be a certain class. I feel like it has to be a different item that either I forgot about or we haven't been told about yet. But I don't know why her class was force-picked for her. But we never got to know what they were. I'm not sure if we looked at the screen when they got their upgrades, if there might have been an icon that I could have, maybe guessed. I guess I could go back and look real fast. But I'm not sure if that's, something I missed and could have, figured out if I looked deeper into it. But I'm guessing if it's a significant change to the way they behave, then I imagine we'd have, we'll see it in their combat the first time we get combat. Okay, I'm almost to the part. Wow, that's incredible. Okay, so they do have two. One of them looks like a slave crest, and I guess the other one is probably the pet bond next to their icons. I'm looking at this this page right now. The sword, I'm guessing, is their attack. The shield-looking thing is probably their defense. So I don't think there's anything here that identifies a class. Let's see prior to the upgrade. So prior to the upgrade, it looks like all the icons I can see are the same. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess we can't really see what classes. There was something in Japanese in the bottom left corner that says class up, and then Japanese, class up, Japanese, class up, yes. I don't know if that is giving it away and I just didn't get subtitles for it, or what. But either way, I guess I just don't know for now what their classes are. Like I was saying before, I guess we'll see it in their combat style if it's significant to that. Is if Raphtalia got turned into a mage, she might not be very proficient with the sword anymore. She might be casting the next time we see her fight or something. And same with something similar for Philo, but I'm assuming their combat style is going to be similar unless they just like change up their attire and everything, you know? It's just they didn't exactly get to pick the specific thing they wanted, so which is unfortunate. I'm still wondering why Raftalia had that. Like, I guess I can understand, you know, assuming that they didn't lie to us and it was the cowlick that caused Philo, you know, but I wonder why Raftalia didn't get to pick, but anyway, interesting stuff. But they finally got their class upgrades. So I wonder if does Naofumi needs a class upgrade too, right? Did we just not see him do it, or is it only Philo and Raftalia that get the class upgrades? I don't know. Right? Because I thought that was the whole point, that he was like capped out on level, unless it was just his party members were capped out on level, so they weren't getting stronger, and by extension that makes his, you know, group not stronger, but I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, it was a good episode. I guess the last thing I haven't really talked about is Lark, who we met very briefly. He seems like I said during the episode, he seems like an adventurer. He seems like he could be very experienced. Like, his equipment all looked very good, and he looked like a real, you know, like RPG character, you know. So I'm wondering if we're gonna learn some stuff from him, maybe, or is he just gonna be like a rival for this archipelago challenge? Like, I don't know if there's a limited amount of monsters to hunt here. You know, they talked about being efficient, so maybe are they just trying to be efficient with their time and there's plenty to hunt, or are they efficient with, you know, how much they hunt in like one day because, you know, they might run out of creatures or something. I don't know. But I wonder if he's gonna be a, you know, competitor type thing or just a friend learning experience. He seems nice, which is cool because he looks really cool. It would suck if he was like actually a dick, you know. And I'm sick of like the asshole characters in this show, right? Like, I just want to enjoy the show and meet a new character who's nice. You know, we've had bitch and trash that have been antagonistic the whole time. The other heroes haven't been exactly nice. You know, even still, they're not exactly nice. So, like, really, the nicest people are the few people that Naofumi, you know, helped and saved, you know, and like the armor smith guy that's been with him since like the beginning on his side. You know, we had that mage that helped him with Philo's clothes. We had the random adventurer that he healed that helped him during like that wave fight and stuff. That older lady. So like there have been a few nice people, but I'm hoping to meet like a nice adventurer. Like, please don't let this guy just be an asshole, you know? And like, he seemed nice the way he like said hello there at the end of the episode and stuff like that. I guess he did belittle Naofumi a little bit by calling him a kid, but he still seems like that seems like just like a character tick, you know? And but he still seemed like a nice dude, so I hope they don't betray my expectations of that, but yeah, guys, that was Shield Hero episode 22. I very much enjoyed that episode. Hopefully you guys did too. And if you did, you can hit that subscribe button. And you can also go into the description where you can find my Patreon link, or you can just go to patreon.com/Morthadon, spelled just like my channel name. And you can get early access there and some more benefits that will be coming but aren't out yet, since the whole timer-based system redesign. I've had to redesign one of my tiers, and that's a work in progress. I have some ideas in mind I'll probably be announcing in a couple weeks, and then when the poll that's currently up ends, that's when they might come into effect. So you guys will probably see some changes coming within the next month or so to my Patreon. Some pretty cool benefits and stuff. At least I think they're cool. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to vote in the polls for the next shows for replacing this and my hero, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.